boys and girls. My name is Teacher Jenny from Junior Jive. Today I am reading a story about a little girl and a fairy. Have you ever seen a fairy before? If you look carefully in the garden, especially after the rains, you might just see one. Now this story is about a fairy who comes to a little girl called Naledi and teaches her a lesson. I wonder if you can figure out what lesson she learns in this story. Enjoy it with me. Obnoxious Naledi and the Poppysmic Fairy. Written by Tracy Lee Easthorpe. Before I begin our story, I think it is necessary to explain to you all precisely what a Poppysmic is. After all, what's the use of a story with a Poppysmic fairy in it if you don't even know what a Poppysmic is? Now, the best way to explain this to you is first to tell you and then to show you. Better yet, we can do one together. A Poppysmic is an unusual word for the name of a rather usual sound. A Poppysmic is the sound that you make when you smack your lips together. Shall we try making a Poppysmic sound together? Yes, you say. Well, let us begin. First, tuck your lips tightly in towards your mouth, as if you have a secret you shall never let out. Now open your mouth wide till your lips free. That sounded precisely like a Poppysmic to me. The Poppysmic fairy is a magical creature who visits Naledi with a lesson to teach her. Naledi's obnoxious. And what does that mean? She's as rude and annoying as ever you've seen. The next page starts a story of a girl quite contrary called Obnoxious Naledi and the Poppysmic fairy. So let's turn the page, help the story unfold. A secret lies hidden there in it, I'm told. Let's take a walk down to Sunnyside Street. There's a young little girl who I'd like you to meet. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that, wouldn't you say? This street is so orderly, peaceful, and quiet. But wait, did you hear that? Oh my, what a riot! The noisiest sounds are filling the air. There goes the peace here in Sunnyside Street. Bangs and clangs, ahoo and wahoo, tra-la-la and la-di-das, all jumbled together as one big crazy noise mess. I bet I know exactly where that noise is coming from. Better yet, I bet I know exactly who is causing the riot that's disturbing the quiet. Over there, just ahead, at the end of the street, is the house of the little girl we are going to meet. Can you see her sitting in the driveway, banging on her mother's finest pots, singing so loudly that all of the neighborhood dogs are howling? Well, everyone, meet Naledi. Naledi just wants to be heard and be seen. That is the cause for this great big loud scene. We need to try to grab her attention, to quiet this noise that is too loud to mention. We're going to shout after counting to 3. Naledi, Naledi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you ready? Let's go. Now, 1, 2, and 3. Naledi, Naledi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Naledi can't hear us. You want to know why? We aren't in the story. Oh dearie, oh my. We need to include one fine magical creature. Hopefully she'll have a lesson to teach her. First comes her face with its eyes, mouth and nose. Then comes her body, her fingers and toes. Next are her beautiful, bright, shiny wings. And lastly, the magical words. The Poppysmic fairy has joined our story. Look at her glowing in all of her glory. Naledi looks up and her eyes just go wide. She cannot believe what she sees here outside. The fairy smiles back and says, "Hello, Naledi." Naledi says, "Hello, are you a real fairy?" "Yes," says the fairy. "This noise, I must say." Naledi says, "Why don't you just go away?" She turns and continues to bang on the pots, then sings at the top of her voice, "Da-de-dots!" The fairy flies backwards and does a quick twirl, then raises her wand at this rude little girl. The sound of the banging has suddenly gone. Naledi looks up and shouts, "What have you done?" She hits hard on the pots, but the sounds are not there. The fairy has just made them all disappear. "Why have you done that? This just isn't fair!" Naledi cries out as she pulls at her hair. Calmly the fairy says, "Listen, my child, you won't hear my words when you're being so wild." "No!" screams Naledi, and she storms back inside. So why is our fairy now smiling so wide? "I'll just take your sounds till you quiet and still," says the fairy to Naledi, and I know she will. Later Naledi sits down for her dinner. Her mama, her papa and brother Mo join her. Mo starts to tell them about his long day. Naledi won't listen. She wants her own say. While Mo is talking, she starts to sing. Time for our magical words. The Poppysmic fairy appears from thin air, but only Naledi can see she is there. "Look," points Naledi, but no one can see. The Poppysmic fairy is meant for just she. "Enough," Mama scolds. "You are being so rude. If you can't join the family, then just eat your food." "If you can't join the family, then just eat your food. But can't you see what I'm trying to show you? Fine, I'll just sing then. Do-dee-dee-dee-doo-do." The fairy flies backwards and does a quick twirl, then raises her wand at our rude little girl. She opens her mouth to sing one more note, but no sound comes out. It is stuck in her throat. She glares at the fairy for a very long while. The fairy stares back with a wink and a smile. Now, little one, will you hear what I say? No, fairy, no, there is definitely no way. Okay then, child, your sounds I must keep. Good night, Naledi. You must have a good sleep. The next day at break time at Naledi's school, she is hanging with friends and trying to be cool. She, Nandi and Tandi are taking a walk. Naledi just wants to have her turn to talk. Nandi says, "Homework was hard yesterday." Tandi says, "Well, at least now we can play." Naledi can Poppysmic. She'll show them how. They say they're still talking, so just not right now. Naledi ignores them, and she starts to say that she will just make one for them anyway. Nandi and Tandi continue to talk. Naledi is not happy now on this walk. She starts making Poppysmics. 1, 2, then 3. While thinking, I'll make sure they listen to me. Uh-oh, Naledi, you've started something. It's time for our magical word. Zamazing! The Poppysmic fairy appears from thin air, but only Naledi can see she is there. Look, points Naledi, but no one can see. The Poppysmic fairy is meant for just she. Nandi and Tandi have had quite enough. Talking to Naledi today is too tough. Goodbye, Naledi, they both say together. We'll see you tomorrow. We hope you feel better. Naledi stares hard at the Poppysmic fairy. You know you just can't take my Poppysmic from me. Ah, there, you're wrong. I'm the Poppysmic fairy. Just try one more time. I dare you to dare me. The fairy flies backwards and does a quick twirl. She raises her wand at our rude little girl. Naledi tucks her lips tightly in towards her mouth, as if she has a secret she will never let out. She opens her mouth wide and lets her lips free. But no sound comes out. Not a peep. No, sirree. Naledi sits down, feeling gloomy and teary. Then glares a great glare at the Poppysmic fairy. Gently the fairy says, There, Naledi. Please don't be sad and angry and teary. I'll grant all your wonderful sounds back to you. But first there's a secret about what you should do. For the light that's inside you to shine bright and true through good thoughts and good actions, and not through bad do's. Now, to get all your sounds back, you must listen well to the words of these things that to you I now tell. You want to be seen and be noticed and heard, but being obnoxious won't help. It's absurd. You have such a beautiful name, little one. Naledi means star, which is also a sun. Did you know that the sun in our sky is a star? It's the closest to Earth, while the others are far. Close your eyes and imagine a sun that is yours. Now be quiet and still, like Naledi's on pause. Think of being cheeky or rude just for fun. Now brighten and melt all those thoughts with your sun. Naledi felt better, and right then she knew that this would be something that she'd try to do. The other way always just got her in trouble. Then all she had left is just one big burst bubble. She felt all her sounds coming back one by one. But the Poppysmic fairy had left. She was gone. Naledi called out from her warm, glowing heart, "With this special lesson, I never will part." Now, when an obnoxious thought has begun, Naledi stands still and she thinks of her son. She takes a deep breath and closes her eyes, then thinks of the Poppysmic fairy and sighs. She remembers the days when her sounds were not there, and puff, thoughts of mischievous fun disappear. Some days she forgets and behaves in bad manner, but nobody's perfect. And yes, we still love her. The end. Thank you, maestros, for listening to my story. If you want the storybook yourself, ask Mummy and Daddy to go to www.ethnickids.co.za and they can buy it there.